blessed morning. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So I'm back with another good one. This is going to be really, really good. I cannot stress enough that I've been talking about um the West for a very, very long time. Not a very, very long time, for a couple of months. And I've just been giving you like little bits and pieces of the ancient ancestors that been over here um in the West, which is considered America. Um, so the reason why I'm bringing this topic up because it popped up on my feed on side of my channel, right? There's I'm subscribed to and I'm gonna give them a shout out basically. Um, Black Culture Unlock. They're gonna go check that out. I'm subscribed to them, but I really didn't watch them. I really didn't watch them. Somebody told me that when stuff pop up on your feed, on your Google search, or just anything on Facebook or Instagram, that means that someone or somebody of that group is watching you, and it makes sense. It makes sense. Um, I wasn't really watching Black Culture Unlock. I really wasn't watching them. They have a platform on YouTube, and I really wasn't watching them. But it popped up on my feed. It popped up on my feed, so I started watching um a ban of DNA, the DNA that was banned basically. And I'm gonna show you a video, but it's funny how since I uncovered, right, that we wasn't slave and we wasn't born here in Africa, how um people are just popping up on my feed from everywhere. People just popping up on my feed. And I don't know why they popping up on my feed. It's all good because I'm not your enemy. I don't know who you are personally, and I really don't know. Um, Most likely, you are a person that do research, black and white. You are a person that do black and white and do research and read a lot. I do too, and the research that I do is spirituality research, something that's more powerful than our own DNA, right? In our own DNA, that is really, really powerful. Is your spirituality, right? And this is why I offered this topic to you because prior to me doing all those videos, right, on my channel, I did not know that we in the West are the forefathers of civilization, of mankind. It's an actual true fact. That's an actual true fact. I never did no research. I never looked at nobody channel. I never did any of that. Right? This was blessed upon me through spirituality because I've been here for a very, very, very long time in spirituality, and I had the time and effort and to share it with you because I've been here for a very long time spirituality. While those sit there and actually do physical research and to prove that we was here, I wouldn't be on physical, right, actual documentation into spirituality, and spirituality don't lie. Spirituality is the real DNA on who you are, and who you are the alpha omega, the creator and everything existing. You are the creator, and the creator is you. He doesn't lie to you. So, being that he doesn't lie to you, he's going to give you the blueprint, and he's going to get you the spiritual knowledge that go beyond physical, where man can lie. Man can lie beyond the physical. Do you understand that? They can rewrite history. They can lie. They can lie. And DNA, not saying that it lies, it tells partial of a story on who you are. Do you understand that? It tells partial of a story on who you are. And the reason why I'm talking about this, um, And this is a big shout out to you, Black Culture Unlock. Your research and everything that you're doing, with your videos and with your images and with your pictures is amazing. We need that. We need that actual full knowledge on who we are to say that we are not African. Do you understand that? We are not African. We are not African at all. We are not from the continent of Africa or any other place. You see, this is where that knowledge get tricky and it gets like a blind spot. That's where spirituality come in at. And this is a big shout out to you. You gotta add in spirituality or you're gonna be stuck or your research is just gonna keep you right there. You have to add in spiritual knowledge spirit you have to add in spirituality because spirituality is the foundation of existence of mankind. And the first people that was in existence, right? It's us. We are it's us. I'm gonna keep it real with you. This is no disrespect to no civilization out there, to nobody out there. That's just the way it is. That's just how the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence, the Almighty created it. That's not our fault. So, what that being said is that the physical research can only bring you but so far, and then spirituality kicks in. If you don't have spirituality, right, you would be like a lot of these platforms just spinning the block, spinning the block, spinning the block, spinning the block, and keep saying the same things over and over and over and over again, doing the same history, the same falsehood knowledge that they speaking. Now, are there some that speaking falsehood knowledge in the indigenous people of the earth in America? Yes, they are. You got some people that speaking ignorance and speaking falsehood in our civilization. Yes, yes. And one of them is the Nawabi community that's speaking ignorance and speaking falsehood that's inside of our civilization, the indigenous people of the earth, representing saying that they are Egyptian and they are Moors and you are all of these other civilizations. We are none of these civilizations. We are none of these civilizations. I want to break that down to you. And in your video, and I'm gonna tell everybody that's following me, go over there and watch the video on Black Culture Unlock, right? And they got a lot of good information over there, a lot of history if you want to know about who you are. But Black Culture Unlock, this is a shout out to you if you do watch my videos. Or you can even get it out to a lot of other people or my subscribers and my fans, the ones that love me and follow me, can get it out to you. This is no debate. This is no disrespect to you. I just want to add on to the things that you may not know spiritually. Before the flood, before the flood, we was already here in this land in the West. We was already here in the West, already here in America, what they call America. America, right, is the center of civilization of mankind. This is where civilization started at first. It been here. This is a blessing land. And through scriptures, the creator, the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything in existence tells us through scriptures and through spirituality. Right? If he's jacking you and he likes you and you're not going to backdoor him for fame, fortune, and riches, for like, share, subscribe, likes, cameras, and action, then he will allow you and he will befriend you and he will teach you knowledge beyond your wildest dream to teach to others for free. For free. This knowledge is for free because the knowledge that he's going to bless upon you, no one probably knows, and you don't know. So it's to share, right? Like, share, subscribe, and get people to worship him, not to worship you, right? For fame, fortune, and riches, but to worship him. This is why he enduring you. He's enduring you with this task and knowledge and guidelines so you can lead others to worship him and to recognize that he exists and he's the Alpha Omega, the creator, everything in existence, right? In existence. That's right. Before the flood, the ancient ancestors did not speak at all. They did not write, they did not speak. They used telepathically, they talk telepathically to one another. And telenesis, they use telekinesis. They use telekinesis, right? And talk telepathically to one another and use sign language. This is an actual true fact because speaking was forbidden back then. It was forbidden. It was forbidden amongst our civilization because we are the first people in civilization. And the reason why I'm talking about this, right? And the reason why I'm talking like this, I'm talking though as I am the ancient ancestor. I am only of the descendant. And this is the information that been passed down upon me through spirituality. Through spirituality. That is the foundation of existence of our civilization. And it always has been and is always going to be. That's right. We are the right hand of the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything in existence. We are not from this earth. Our physical bodies, yes, it has a beginning and end. But we are from up there. That's exactly where we are from. And our ancient ancestors used to transcend all the time, right? They used to spirit travel freely, morning, noon, night, middle of the day, the end of the day, whatever day that you could name, whatever partial of the day, they would transcend beyond the zones of the heavens to actually bring down materials from beyond the heavens into the earth. This is actual true facts with the angel helps. We used to talk to the Alpha Omega, the creator, all the time. The ancient ancestors. We was in tune with him. It's an actual true fact. Actual true fact. He gave us sanctuary, right? And gave us code and mathematically to transfer our spirit out our body and go beyond the zones of the heavens. Mind, body, and soul. This is an actual true fact. Our ancient ancestors did that often, right? So you have two sets of ancient ancestors. This was before Noah time. This was during Adam time and Noah time, right? This is when the earth was together. The earth was together, right? It wasn't separated. It wasn't Africa. It wasn't China. It wasn't America. It wasn't any of these names that came later on down the line. That came on later on down the line, right? This came after the flood. All of these teachings, all of this speaking, and all of the writing, and all of these things came after the flood. The actual true fact. During these times, these ancestors was blessed with tremendous power. I mean, power. One of them was telenesis. They was actually picking up items and controlling items and placing it and cutting items. This is an actual true fact. This is what they did. They didn't use tools. They didn't use tools. They did not use tools. They used their mind. Their mind is a tool. You ever heard the phrase that your mind is a terrible thing to waste, and that your mind is the ultimate tool? If you didn't ever heard that, now this is the first time you hear it. Your mind is a tool. That's right. And the reason why the Creator blessed us with telenesis is that He created us for something more greater than what we see right now. We are debased as a human being. It's an actual true fact. Some of the things on how the earth and right and and everything in creation, right? Look at the sun, the moon, and stars, right? They don't have pillars. You don't see anything that's holding them up. What's holding them up is telenesis. That's the only way I can explain. It's telenesis is holding them there. Unlimited telenesis. We have limited. We have limited telenesis. The Creator blessed that with us. That ultimate power of picking up things and putting things with our minds, Yes, that's right. We had the power. That's an actual true fact. This tool that he gave us, that was some of the benefits that he gave us, some of the ultimate power that he gave the ancient ancestors. And some of our descendants is of that bloodline have that power. We have that power. We define nature, we define forces, we define gravity, we define everything that's around us that deals with our square and our circle. This is an actual true fact that I'm telling people. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm Muslim. I'm Muslim. That's right, I'm Muslim. So, and you're not going to find this in Muslim history. You're not going to find these certain things. You're not going to find these things. I'll go beyond. Why? Because the Creator, the Alpha Omega, the Creator has blessed me and adored me with spirituality. And I've been here for a very, very long time. And I actually fought demons there in the spiritual realm and killed them. So I'm recognized in the spiritual realm. This is an actual true fact. I'm not up here capping. I don't need to do none of that, right? But prior to me coming on YouTube and me having a platform, nobody was discussing that over here in the West is the foundation of civilization. I didn't hear that nowhere. We was always taught that we were slaves, right? So um you know, it's good that you pushing out the videos. It's an actual true fact because each one teach one. You know, we are brothers. We are of the same civilization, the indigenous people of this earth. It's an actual true fact. Actually true fact, you know? So, um, so when they dug up and find bones of our ancestors, right? No, not of our elders, because there's difference between ancient ancestors and elders. We are the descendants. The ancient ancestors was one with the creator, right? Is one with the creator. He took them up. I cannot tell you the number. I cannot tell you the number of how many ancient ancestors because they were taken up mind, body, and soul, right? And they are in tune, and we are in tune through spirituality. Spirituality is a different world. It's a different world. It has a beginning, but it has no end. Do you understand that? It has a beginning, but it doesn't have an end to it. It doesn't have an end. It's an actual true fact, right? When you're dealing with the spiritual realm, it is different. It is different. It will lead if you don't understand it, you will go down a very, very dark place, and your mind will become discombobulated, and you won't be ready for this type of knowledge because there's actually things in there that could kill you. It's an actual true fact and block you from knowledge, wisdom, or understanding. I'm telling you, if you are seeking anything other than finding the creator and knowledge and blessing upon you, he will destroy your mind. Trust you me. And I see him do it to so many, lead people off his path into another path of darkness. And a lot of these teachings, a lot of these brothers, and a lot of these communities are teaching falsehood. So they are led into darkness, mixed in falsehood, mixed in with a little bit of truth. This is an actual fact. So the it was disrespect. So the creator debased us, debased us to this physical life. He debased us. This is an actual true fact. He debased us and placed us on this earth. But before that, there was entities here, right? That was going freely in and out the earth. That been amongst the angels, teaching the angels, and angels was teaching them. And that was this entity. He wasn't the only one up there. It was him and his crew. It was him and his crew, right? This is straight facts. And this is from the spiritual realm. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's not for me to basically to open up your heart to believe in the unseen world. I'm not the creator, basically. I am the creator, but with limitation. Do you understand that? I don't have the power, right, to actually get you to believe or disbelieve. That is up to him. That is his job. He pick and choose who to believe, who to disbelieve. That is not my job. My job is only to bring awareness. I just bring awareness. That's what I do. I bring awareness with the special abilities that he installed with me, that he installed inside of me, and that he installed inside of us. So I decided to use mine to basically call people to the worship of the Alpha Omega, the creating everything existed, the unseen creator that nobody never saw. Nobody never saw. The ancient ancestors never saw them. Nobody never saw them. No messengers, no prophets never saw them at all. So when we came here with belief. We came in belief in the one creator, the one Alpha Omega, right? This is an actual fact. So from Adam time to Noah time, peace and blessing be upon these righteous men, right? There was a lot of fighting and confusion going on because this entity was there too. He was teaching a portion of our ancient ancestors the secret arts to backdoor the creator and to kill the creator. He was teaching them secret arts that's in the earth, material, and everything else, right? And we was telling them, he was teaching them the art of speech and the art of writing and the art of everything else, which was forbidden back then. This was forbidden. It was forbidden. When anytime mankind speak, everything in creation would stop and look and listen. That's how in tune we was. That's why it was forbidden. That's why on the day of judgment, when we be questioned, our lips is going to be sealed and everything else is going to open up and speak. Our lips is going to be shut, sealed. Everything else is going to tell on you. It's an actual fact. You can believe or you don't believe. I'm just telling you facts from the spiritual realm, whether you want to believe it or not. This is no disrespect to you. So they was fighting each other and killing each other. It's an actual true fact. And the unbelief, straight up, they was, I ain't gonna front. They was overtaken, and this been through years. They was fighting each other. Belief and non-belief. Belief and non-belief. This was way before scriptures, way before the Quran, way before the Bible, way before the Torah, way before any scriptures that ever came down from up above upon the earth. It's way before that. They was actually killing each other. You want to call them immortals? Immortals. Yes. They was killing their physical life. So a portion of the ancient ancestors that believe in the Alpha Omega, the creator everything in existence, right? Pray to the Alpha Omega and ask him to save this bloodline, to save this bloodline, this holy, right, royal, blessing bloodline. This is an actual true fact. Saved it. Now, this is on the time the earth was together. The earth was together, was like this. The creator even says in the scriptures that mankind different later and separated. He said, I created you as one. Remember? I created you as one, but mankind different later, and that's what separated everybody. Now, during this time, right, it was the same color, the same pigmentation. You didn't have different pigmentations at the time. No, you did not. You had the same pigmentation. Same pigmentation. The actual true fact, right? This was before the flood, and they roamed the earth. But the civilization of mankind was here in the West. This land is the blessed land that we call America. It's a blessing land. Real blessed. The actual true fact, right? So during all the time, you already know it's documentation, it is proof, right? In the Grand Canyon, that the flood happened. People talking about, oh, they did this because the creator did this because to destroy the dinosaurs. That's a lie. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all speculation. What I'm telling you, this is spirituality. I didn't get anything from no dinosaur. I didn't get anything from no dinosaur while the earth was while the earth was destroyed and all civilization was destroyed and a portion of civilization was saved. It wasn't about no dinosaurs. It was about belief and non-belief because non-belief was spreading and the creator was going to destroy the whole mankind and bring forth new civilization, new civilization, just new beings. It's an actual true fact. He was going to destroy mankind. He was going to destroy the whole mankind and bring about new entities and new beings. Not mankind, but he knew that he made the agreement with the ancient ancestors that he was going to save this bloodline. Or he did the agreement. He was going to destroy the whole humanity as we know it. And I'm telling you the truth. So he know that he said that he kept the agreement with the ancient ancestors that before this he took the ancient ancestors up. I can't give you a number how many of they are, but they are very much alive, physically, mentally, spiritually. They're in a different world. They're up there with Enoch. One of the examples that the creator shows you that he took all of the ancient ancestors up was through Enoch and Jesus. This is actual true fact. He took them up, mind, body, and soul, and cleared them of falsehood and murder, death, kill upon the earth because they were so amazing. When they walked upon the earth, the whole earth lit up. When they very feet, when they stepped upon the earth, everything shook and and bowed down to them. Every living thing upon the earth, except the entity. He didn't like that. That's another story. I'm talking about us. This is how powerful we are, basically. The people over here in the West. I'm talking about the West. I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm talking about the West. Because the West is the foundation of civilization of mankind. It is not the Middle East. It is not Africa. These are all lies. That's the second coming of mankind, which Noah delegated to everybody to right when the earth when after the flood, right after the flood, that's when everybody became separated, but it still was the same color, still was the same pigmentation, still was the same pigmentation. So he delegated to everybody where they need to settle at. Right now we are going to the modern day Africa, Asia, Europe, China, and all these other places that you want to name. Right? If you go and study and you go out through history and look, you're quite sure you probably know of this. You know that the indigenous people are the dark pigmentation that over time the creator changed the color. He changed the color to the rainbow, different color. Because there was only one, it was only one on one pigmentation. That's not gonna be fun. You want different people. You like looking at the same, you know. But yeah, it's an actual true fact. It's an actual true fact, scientifically and spiritually. Scientifically, is there was procreated to challenge and disrespect the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. To believe in the physical, so you can focus on the physical. It is a form of disbelief. It's a form of disbelief that been passed down since the beginning, the creation of mankind, with the ancient ancestors that started off with the ancient ancestors fighting each other and killing each other. That's right. That's an actual true fact, and that's why the flood happened to destroy all of the this non-belief and all of those that the Creator endured with special powers and abilities, and they did. He eradicated them. They actually tried to kill him. This is an actual true fact. They was transforming their spirits in out their body to go up there. The angels was killing these ancient ancestors. This is an actual true fact. This was a battle spiritually and physically. So they had descendants here on the earth. So the creator wanted to do away with all of the earth. He wanted to do away with all human beings. He wanted to kill them. But amongst them, you had the people that represent him, the oneness, the Alpha Omega, the creator everything in existence over here in the West that held it down from generations and generations and generations, civilizations after civilizations after civilization. We was dying off because of the fighting. Our physical was dying off. That's why the metal came down. That's why he sent down the metal with us, with the angels, brought the metal down because we was dying off. So we was battling physical. It's an actual true fact. It's an actual true fact. The metal came from up above. Everybody knows that. Metal is not from this earth, or this steel is not from this earth. It's an actual true fact. The Creator sent it down for the protections of the ancient ancestors so they could uphold his oneness so they will not be lost. It's an actual true fact. And it fell in the hands of evilness, of wickedness, of murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic way of life. That from that point been taken and shaped and killing us with this metal. It's an actual true fact. Don't let me break it down, because I am going to break it down. So, from this point of view and from this understanding, right, he started delegating to everybody where they need to go at. Everybody went. You understand what I'm saying? But the knowledge and understanding and the wisdom that the ancient ancestors that was in their very DNA and their bloodline was already inside of them. They was there to populate, right, and to civilize all things that wasn't civilized upon the earth. They were to bring justice and balance upon the earth, even among the angels, even amongst any everything. That's an actual true fact. That's right, because the knowledge and wisdom and understanding already was already in there. Was already in there. Everything that you can think of was on that ship, or on that ark. Two pairs of everything. It's an actual true fact. It happened. It happened. And I would have been, whew, I seen some things in my time to let me know that that happened. So we've been over here in the West. So after we came out of the ark, we came back to the West and settled in the West. And settled in the West. See, the DNA and everything that you call it, it's the same, the ancient ancestors, the common ancestor. Do you understand that? We share the common ancestor. We share that. No denying that. You understand? But we are from the West. That's why we always came back to the West. We are the foundation of civilization, not Africa. Africa is the mother. That's the second coming of civilization. Do you understand that? So if you find DNA of our elders and it says that it's from West Africa or anything like that, that's because after the flood, right? They settled in Africa. They settled in Asia. They settled in Sweden. Any other place that you can name. Remember? So I want you to get to understand this and to break it down from a spiritual point of view, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, right? Princesses, princess all around the world. Spirituality is the foundation. Spirituality is existence, is life. Without knowing that, we are lost. We are lost, dumb, deaf, and blind, and we are tricked to believe any everything other than that. This is facts. To dumb down, to dumb down the I'm gonna say this word, the greatness on who we are. We are the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is us. It's an actual true fact. And we was created to keep balance and justice upon the earth, which those that came before us didn't do. They only shed blood, killed each other, and killed animals, and transfer into animals, and having beastly intercourse with animals. This is an actual true fact. And this entity, before that he turned bad, he wasn't a part of that. But his species was, they was getting down with that. That was their vibe. Killing each other, murdering each other, chopping down trees, destroying the water, destroying the ecosystem, destroying insects. They was doing all that. They was doing all that. That was their vibes. Barbaric, evil, twisted. That's why I always talk about that. That started with them first. That ways and action started with their species first. Even before we was here, I have to tell you this. This way before mankind was even thought of. This is an actual true fact. I have to tell you from a spiritual realm. Like I said, whether you believe it or not, that's on you. That's on you. At the end of the day, the beginning of the day, the middle of the day, that's on you. I am not the Alpha Omega, the creator, meaning that I am him, but I am not the beginning and end. Do you understand? I have a beginning and end to me. He's not a human being. He's not cloaked with a beginning and end. That means that if he's cloaked with a beginning and end, that means that he has a beginning and end, and that means that he's subjected to everything that's upon this earth, which has a beginning and end. He's way above that. There's no beginning and end to him. It's an actual true fact. And how he's holding up the sun, moon, and star, he's using unlimited telenesis. We know that to be true because he blessed telenesis upon us. That's how they built these pyramids. And to bring it to knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, we told the Egyptians, we told everybody, stop building pyramids on top of the earth for display. We told them that. Our pyramids is in the earth. Is in the earth, is hidden. The creator's hidden. Why do you think we get these mathematical teachings from? Our pyramids are in the earth, is hidden. Because we wanted to protect our ancient ancestors, their bodies. Do you understand that? We wanted to protect them. And we always patrolled our land, America. We always patrolled this. There was a lot of us here. We always patrolled. And everybody had a portion of their civilization and their tribe. This is an actual true fact. This is after the flood, right? After the flood, not during the flood, not before, but after I'm talking about. You see, I don't want to lose you. So I'm jumping from before and after, before and after, before and after. I don't want to lose you. I want you to follow me because I'm on my spiritual. Because right now I'm in my spiritual, I'm in that spiritual world. So that's why I keep jumping like this. I keep jumping. I want you to follow what I'm saying because it's based on spirituality. It is not based on books, right? And his knowledge, which is lies, to say that you were slaves and that you was beneath the earth. You crazy? The earth bowed down to us. Everything in existence bowed down to us. The creator ordered everything to bow down to us, except the creator, except this entity. It was jealous and mad. This is an actual true fact in the spiritual war, and it's been a war ever since. It's been a war going on to kill us and murder us. That's why I'm bringing knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to tell us on who we are. You never heard anybody ever say that we are the Alpha Omega and the Alpha Omega is us. We are him, but with limitations. That's right. There's no beginning to us. There's no end. In the spiritual form, spiritual, because there's no beginning and there's no end to him. Our physical body can be destroyed. Of course, we need sleep. We need to eat. We need to defecate. We need to work. We need to do all these things. Yes, but he doesn't pee. He doesn't sleep. He doesn't nothing. Nothing. So he's holding up the sun, moon, and stars and everything that you see using telenesis. But ultimately, oh, is no beginning to that, his power. but it has a set time. He put it as a set time. His telenesis, he put it to you know what I'm saying, a set time. Be and it is. And set a time of a beginning and end when it's all gonna fall. That's how he did it. You don't see no strings or pillars holding that up. That's him. That's his telenesis. It's deep, right? So this is why we know and understand, right, on who we are. It's to break down the foundation on who we are. Nobody was no slaves. That's a lie. Tell that to somebody else. This is our land. And anybody that's other than us in this land don't supposed to be here. They don't supposed to be here because this land is a blessed land. It's a holy land. It's a royal land. You don't supposed to be here. You're supposed to be in your civilization and civilizing. And every civilization have a prince and princess and the king and the queen. That's how we keep justice and balance upon earth. Not just one person being a bully and taking over and conquering everything. That's not how it go. That's not how it go. It's not how it go. In the spiritual world, at least, but in the physical world, that's how it go. In the physical world, yeah, it goes like that. There's no whole bars. Every man for themselves. That's why they doing the things that they do. But in the spiritual world, with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, everything's based on balance and justice amongst everybody, white, black, Spanish, Chinese, whoever you are. It's based on spiritualities, based on spiritual balance and justice. And if you violate, you will be checked and dealt with. That's how that go. That's how you keep justice and balance and equal liberty, right, upon the earth and the universe and the whole of mankind and everything else in between. That's an actual true fact. Just to tell you the truth, man. So the West is the foundation of existence for mankind, which spread it out of the second coming of mankind throughout the art, and everybody settled in. And this when everybody was allowed to speak and write. To actual true fact. Before that, this was forbidden. And the ancient ancestors that went to non-belief, because there was a portion of them that went there, they was writing and speaking and doing all that foul stuff. And that's why we was fighting them. And that's why the ancient ancestors was dying off. We lost a lot of them. We lost a lot of ancient ancestors. Yes, we did. A lot of them were saved, but we lost a lot of ones that was real deep. I mean, real deep, and they lost some on that side too. They lost some that side too. But that evil was meant to endure. It was left there to mental endure. He called out. He seen that. He said, "Remember, you told me you was gonna let me go into the day of judgment, give me respite." That was the agreement. So he was now. That's why he's assaulting us. He was going to destroy everything, everything. I mean, everything. He was going to destroy and bring all new species. He was going to destroy them entities. He was going to destroy everything. But the bloodline stood up and said, "We worship it," and he already knew because they been putting in the work, worshiping him. Morning, noon, night, day, evening, whenever, transforming their spirit in and out their body. Actual true fact, and that's why the flood happened. The destruction of the earth with the flood of water. That's right. That's right. So, um, I'm gonna get into this. I jumped right into it. I didn't even get into the I didn't even get into the video from I didn't even get into the video from Black Culture Unlocked. I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna get into it right now. I'm gonna get into it right now. Yep. So I apologize for that. Give me a second.
But what if that's only part of the truth? Or worse, a carefully
So I want your guys to go check this out because this is a long video, okay? So I'm going to show you a portion of this video and share with you all. So just go check them out. Go check out Black Culture Unlocked. He got a lot of whatever this group, whoever he is, he has a lot of good information over there. If you want to know who you are from a book knowledge point of view, but over here on my platform, I talk about spirituality. I deals with spirituality, the actual foundation of mankind, right? And all of this book knowledge and all of these things that we know have the beginning and it has an end. Do you understand that? I talk about the beginning and the end, but I go beyond and get in there where the beginning ends and where it does not end at. And that's the spiritual realm. It has a beginning, right? But it doesn't have the end, the spiritual existence. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? The spiritual world has a beginning, but it doesn't have an end. It's internal, cannot be destroyed. Is part of his existence as part of the Alpha Omega. So this is the things that I'm talking about. So let me share a little bit of this video if you don't want to look at the video, but I'm gonna share a little bit with you.
I know you wouldn't believe this, but what if everything you were taught about Black history in America was a blatant lie? Not just distorted, not just incomplete,
You did a really
but
good job,
deliberately
man.
rephrased.
Black Culture
You were
Unlocked.
told your roots
It's a really
began
good
in
job.
chains, that your ancestors were stolen from West Africa and brought to America as slaves.
That's right. Thank
Period.
you, man, for this
End of
video.
story. But what if that's only part of the truth?
Drop it on
Or
them.
worse, a carefully constructed myth? A banned DNA study, buried for years, uncovered something so explosive it threatened to expose the very foundation of American history. The results of this study is that Black Americans are not just descendants of Africans. The data pointed to something far deeper, far older, and far more powerful, a strong genetic presence in ancient Native American populations. And even more shocking, evidence that Black people were in the Americas long before Columbus
We are
ever
not
set
black.
sail.
We're not
So
African.
ask
We are not
yourself,
black.
who buried this study? Why were its findings suppressed? And what are they so afraid of you discovering? This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is genetic science, dismissed because it didn't fit the narrative. It challenges everything: textbooks, race categories, even land rights. Because if Black Americans didn't just arrive on slave ships, if they were all here, built on more than slavery, it was built on erasure. And now the truth is rising back to the surface through DNA. This is the story they never wanted you to hear. And once you do, you'll never see your identity the same again. For generations, we've been fed the same watered down version of Black American history, a version that starts abruptly in chains, sails across the Atlantic, and begins in 1619 with nothing but sorrow, captivity, and struggle. We're told that Black Americans are the descendants of enslaved Africans who were taken from West Africa, stripped of culture, and dropped into America's brutal plantation system. That's it. End of story. No past, no complexity, no deeper roots. But here's the problem: that narrative is not just incomplete, it was designed that way. It was crafted to erase everything that came before the boats. If our story starts in chains, then freedom looks like a gift, not a birthright. If our history begins with slavery, then identity becomes survival, not sovereignty. This mainstream version erases agency. It removes thousands of years of rich, complex cultural identity, both African and indigenous. It disconnects Black Americans from the land, from lost tribes, from spiritual roots that predate European arrival. And that's not an accident. History as we know it was written by the victors, the
This is deep. This is deep. You did a really, really good job, and I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you of doing a really, really good job. This is really, really good job. But the actual fact is that we are the indigenous people of this land of America. We've been here. We already been here for years and years and years. We've been here before Christ. We've been here. We've been here. We were here already. We was already here before Christ. We was already in here in this land. This is an actual true fact. So all of this research and all of these things is based upon research and saying that we was already here way before Christopher Columbus, way before any of these individuals came over here. With they doctrines of destroying, pillaging, and killing people and stuff like that or whatever. I understand that you want to show proof, which is understand, but spirituality don't lie. It's for everlasting. Spirituality is for everlasting. That's an actual form. And this is why the creator, the Alpha Omega, the created everything existing, wants you to know more on who you are spiritually. So you can become one with him, right? And so you can display, right, energy outside of your body and upon your body in every way that you go, so you can call those that is dumb, deaf, and blind to spirituality to worship him, to save those that cannot be saved, that been bewitched and been tricked and dealing with this foolery or falsehood as people practices and preaches on YouTube and outside of YouTube and all of these major platforms. We are here to change the narrative. We are here to bring knowledge, wisdom, understanding. We are here to bring what information and guidance and lead you into a light of internal, of foreverness, of understand your spirituality. Your spirit is the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega it is it. What with limitations. We're not the Alpha Omega, meaning that we're not like we're not the ultimate. You understand? There's a beginning, there's an end to our physical, but our spirit doesn't have a beginning and end. Do you understand that? And he's the only one that can do what? That can bring it to justice. That's right. That cannot be destroyed. And that's what he's trying to get you in tune with. That's why he was really, really happy when he duplicated himself. He duplicated himself. So we are him. He duplicated himself. That's why he told everything in existence way before us to bow down to us. You see how a mother bring forth a child or a father bring forth a child? They protect that child. They honor that child. They teach that child. They raise that child. Do you understand that? That's how he feel about all of us. That's how he feel about all of us. He doesn't matter what color you are. And I want to change the narrative that there's we are only one that are prince and princess and kings and queens. No, other civilizations other than us, right? They got their own prince and princess, kings and queens, right? They do. So that's why we come together and we rule on rulings around the world to settle differences between different civilizations. They call it nations, we call it different civilizations. That's an actually true form of things. So it can save us from war. Is war necessary? Yes, at times war necessary because in the animal kingdom, in the insects kingdom, they go to war and they was here way before us. You got ants battling ants, ant colonies. They battle each other. Yes, they do. And they take over. They take slaves. They kill people. They kill their other ants. You see that in nature. So it's only right to say that yes, mankind does that. They have the ability, but um, these insects doesn't have free will like us. They only doing what's told, what they being, what's they told to do. That's why the creator said, if he don't check something by something else, there would be a lot of chaos and confusion. That's right. In life, in existence, there's always somebody more powerful you and stronger you and tools and everything. And he always said, did you not see that there was other nations, civilization that was stronger than you in force and might and technology? Yes, there was other nations here before us that were stronger than us. All the signs and all the documentation and all the traces of them being greater than us right now to this day. is in play because they dealt with spirituality. And what happened is they actually challenged the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything in existence. They challenged him because they knew exactly who they were. They was trying to dethrone him based on this entity. This is an actual true fact. This is a long one, and I love this one. This one right here, I love this one. I never went an hour, but I might go an hour because these things need to be talked about. These things need to be resurfaced so we can stop killing each other, trapping for sneakers and wares and crumbs. Do you know who you are? Harvest the sun, harvest the moon, harvest the earth. Everything in existence is supposed to bow down to you. Do you understand who you are, mankind? I don't think that you don't understand who you are. So let me remind you who you are. And on this platform, I remind you who you are. This is the dopest platform on YouTube. This is all big facts that get few likes and shares. But we are climbing. We are climbing up. We are amongst any everybody. And we're willing to bring it to any everybody and crush falsehood and crush unbelief and non-belief and bring into existence that the Alpha Omega is here to stay. That's right. I'm jacking him and I'm rolling with him to the day I die. And I'm not alone. I'm telling you, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. You think you alone? I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm here to bring knowledge, wisdom, understanding where there's darkness at and confusion and falsehood. I'm here to clear all that out. That's right. With the Alpha Omega and with his Robin, with his team. And my sister right there, Fatima, that's praying for me, that got my back. The beautiful sister, the beautiful queen. That's right. This is a powerful channel, man. That's why I told you to get the channel out, like and share, get the information out because this channel is being overshadowed by a lot of other channels that's out there that's talking about celebrity gossip, that's talking about all this nonsense and ignorance. We don't want to hear that. I want to hear about who I am. I want to hear about this right here.
The lawmakers, the textbooks, they didn't just conquer lands, they redefined people, reclassified entire populations, erased tribes, and renamed nations, and made sure Black Americans never fully knew who they were, only who they were told to be. But here's where things take a turn. In recent years, something powerful has been quietly challenging this whitewash narrative. DNA, cold, hard biological evidence that doesn't lie, doesn't have bias, and doesn't need permission to speak. And what's revealing? It's not just shocking, it's revel.
Listen, they're taking your very DNA in your organs and using it and trying to find maps. How do you think they building the technology of your very DNA? Your DNA is the gateway between this life and the next. Do you understand that? Your very DNA is the gateway and the path between this life and the next. And your very DNA has that. Do you know who you are? That's why I say it's a big campaign. Stop killing each other. Because if you kill one of us, it's like killing a whole civilization. Do you understand that? Because the knowledge that we have and the blessings that we have, the empowerment that we have inside of us is something more greater than what you understand, even though you have not tapped into it yet. That's why I'm trying to get you to tap in. When you kill each other and become organ donors, they take your organs, send it to a laboratory, take your blood and study your blood and build technology off this. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That's what you become. I want you to become beyond ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Become that ultimate immortal being. Become one with the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything in existence. Control your household. Control your thoughts. Control your emotions. Stop crashing out. Stop talking about we are ops. Stop talking about we are all of these other things. These are narrative which is planted inside our mind, body, and soul with dumb, deaf, and blind and ignorance. You understand that? This is facts. This is all facts, man. And I'm dropping knowledge on you, dropping understanding on you. That's right.
because DNA is uncovering connections Black Americans were never supposed to know and histories they were never meant to reclaim. So now we have to ask, what if Black Americans didn't just come from Africa, but were already here? What if the truth was buried, not in the ocean, but in our blood? And what if the biggest lie was that your story began in chains, when really it began with kings, nations, and untold power?
What's up, Shad Man O? And it's much more bigger than a racist issue. It's spiritually a larger to have power over others. That's right. That's what this entity. That's what the entity to keep you enslaved, to keep your mind enslaved, to keep your mind controlled, to keep each and everything in place. We are the Alpha Omega. Do you understand that? We are the Alpha Omega. They've been trying. This entity been trying for years to kill us. They coming up with all type of solution, using people DNA, using people organs, using everything to create any everything to kill us and bomb us. And you can't get to it. You can't do it because we are the Alpha Omega, and the Alpha Omega is us. In your very self, you are the Alpha Omega. You are the Alpha Omega, your very self, the individuals that doing this. You are a human being. You are aiding this entity in killing your own species. I don't care if you white, you black, you Spanish. If you are engaging in disbelief with this entity and learning secret arts to destroy human beings, to further your civilization, you are ignorant, dumb, deaf, and blind. To destroy humanity, and you are part of humanity. You are nothing else but a human being, physical form. There's a beginning to you and there's an end to you. Don't let them lie to you. Your spirit, if there's no beginning, there's no end to you. But you are leading a force to destroy people, and you are a human being. And this entity is lying to you and backdooring you for fame, fortune, and riches. You don't see that? Do you know who you're talking to? Or do you know who you're watching? I don't think that you know this. I am not racist. I'm not on none of that time. I'm here to bring justice and balance upon the earth, upon human beings. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? I am not the enemy. This entity, devil, demonic, devil, demon, evil that you can't see with your eye is an enemy. Is an enemy. He hates you. He hates you. You understand that? If you're a human being, white, black, Spanish, whoever you are, he hates you. It's a big campaign to destroy you and deceive you. And I can see right now he got most of y'all. He got most of you. He almost had me, but the creator with the creative power and effort, I did I broke a loose from him. I broke a loose. And now I'm standing on my own tool trying to help everybody else with the Alpha Omega help, with the Almighty help, bringing people in. I don't care who you are, white, black, Spanish, spread the word, get the information out. You're among righteous, righteous. This is righteous right here in the physical form, righteous. And this murder, death, kill been doing this campaign upon people for a very, very long time. See, we can forgive you, right? We can forgive you for what you have done, for what your ancient ancestors have done. See, it wasn't your ancestors that backdoored each other. The ancient ancestors didn't backdoor each other. There's different ancient ancestors. There's white, there's black, there's Chinese. There's different ancient ancestors that believe in the one creator. Do you understand that? The descendants did that with the alpha, with this entity, with the devil, demonic, twisted demon, evil that hate mankind. Yes, the descendants did that. So we can forgive you, but that's the creator. The creator, you got to answer to him. You got to answer to your maker, to your creator. I don't care who you are. You got to answer to him for all the crimes and all the injustice and balance. So you don't want to do that. So that's why you keep causing havoc all the way. But you digging yourself in a darker, more evil trend. You have not found no way to travel out to space yet, right? To build civilization out of space yet, right? Because you know it's coming. And I'm gonna sing a song. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to run and hide. You can go up, you can go down, whatever you. That's it. You are going to be met with the same face like everybody else. You're going to have to answer. It's too much dirt. It's too much killing and murder and too much deception with this entity. He backdoored you from the beginning of time. And I'm telling you, as a righteous king, as a righteous person that been here for over 30 years, that been here, seems like I've been here forever, but been here for a very, very long time, that's bringing knowledge, wisdom, understanding to you from a spiritual realm. Stop while you are ahead. Stop. I'm telling you, stop. Stop. Because you're going to have to answer. And he's huge. He's not no little thing. He is huge. You're going to have to answer. You're going to have to answer. I'm telling you to stop while you are ahead. All of this chaos and confusion, misconception, falsehood. You got other people down with you and spreading all these lies and all this other stuff. That's right. I'm here to correct falsehood and put it in a proper perspective. And anybody that's up here against me that's talking this nonsense, I'm coming for you. And I'm not the only one. There's others with me that you cannot see with your eyes. We coming for you. Stop leading the people. Stop lying to the people. We are not Egyptian. We are not African. We are not Moors. We are not any of those things. We taught them and taught them to spread out amongst the earth and civilize all things that was not civilized. Bring the Alpha Omega, the creator, to everything in existence. Teach him the ways, like the creator told us to do. We only doing what we were told to do. That's an actual true fact, whether you want to believe it or not. Spirituality is here to stay. Whether I be here in the physical or whether I be in the spiritual, spirituality is always here to stay. And I'm not going to be the first and I'm not going to be the last to bring knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a spiritual sense. And a lot of Muslims, and I am Muslim, a lot of Muslims, right? I'm here to tell you that I'm Muslim. But our Quran, right, and our teachings tell us the same thing in the Quran. You just got to search for it. It's in there. The Creator talks about it. The Alpha Omega Almighty talks about it. Yes, He do. It's in the Quran. The same things that I'm talking about is in the Quran, but it's just hidden because people are dumb, deaf, and blind and searching for hidden things that you don't supposed to search for. So He leaves you off the path because you're not ready for it. You're not ready. And this is a shout out to all the Muslims all around the world. That's right. And the closest thing to worshiping the Alpha Omega, the creator and everything existing, is being Muslim. It's being Muslim. I'm here to tell you that it's being Muslim. I've been Muslim for a very, very long time, and it's been good to me. Yeah, I was on that time. I was on that life, that demonic, evil, twisted life. I'm about that life. I'm a shooter. I'm a banger. I'm a stabber. I'm a killer. I'm a top goon, and all that other stuff. I was on it. I was on it. But the Creator saved me and blessed me and put me in positions I had no idea that I would be right now. Everything I have, every penny, every cent, every lint that I have, everything that I have, it is because of Him. The Alpha Omega, the Creator, and everything exists because I stand with Him and I vibe with Him and I talk with Him. I worship Him. That's right, I worship Him. It's a fact. I'm on that vibe with Him. Spirituality, that's the foundation. And most of these gangsters, these old gangsters that you see in the street that have these podcasts, A lot of them became Muslim. Whether they practice it or not, that's between them and their creator. But a lot of them took their shahada. They was on that time. A lot of them changed their life around and came into spirituality, and you could do the same thing. That's my message to you. Stop lying. Stop lying saying that we were slaves. We was never no slaves. Never. We're not here to produce slaves. We're here to produce helpers. Helpers. Co-creators. So they can continue on the cycle of existence in life. That's right. Peace, y'all. Peace, peace.